This is the third Dharma talk in the first Kata Kammasaka Zen and his stillness and silence. And we'll be talking about the spiritual aspect of Zazen, meditation, and introduction to Zazen meditation. Zazen meditation is the core practice of Zen Buddhism. And it's more than a mere technique for relaxation or even stress reduction, but rather it is a profound spiritual practice aimed at direct experience of one's true nature and the ultimate reality. Now I'd like to talk about the spiritual dimensions of Zazen and look at delving into its historical context as well as its philosophical underpinnings and also its practical aspects. So in this Dharma talk we'll investigate how Zazen serves as a gateway to spiritual awakening and also as a means of living in harmony with the Dharma and with universal truth. So, let's talk about philosophical underpinnings. The philosophical underpinnings of non-duality and emptiness. They both lie at the heart of Zazen, and the concept of non-duality, which is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. So non-duality refers to the dissolution of the perceived separation of self and other, of subject and object, etc. In Zazen, practitioners experience this non-duality directly, transcending the dualistic mind that creates distinctions but also separations. And closely related to this concept is the concept of emptiness, known as shunyata. So emptiness in Buddhism does not imply a form of nihilism at all, but rather the absence of inherent independent existence. Whilst everything is interconnected and interdependent, Zazen allows practitioners to experience this emptiness, realizing that the self is not an isolated entity, but is a part of a vast interconnected whole. And this realization is not simply intellectual, but it's experiential, transforming one's perception of reality. The true self, when we talk about it in Zen teachings, we often refer to the true self which is discovered through Zazen. And it's this true self, it's not the ego or the personality that we have constructed or that is being constructed by social conditioning, but rather it is the original unconditioned mind. And in the practice of Zazen, layers of delusion and false identification are simply peeled away and revealing this true self. And if this process is akin to the metaphor of polishing the mirror, to simply remove the dust that obscures its reflective surface. Now, Dogen Zenji emphasised that seeking the true self through Zazen is not a goal-orientated activity, but rather it's a return to one's own natural state. The practice is both the means and the end, where the act of sitting itself is an expression of the true self. And this understanding shifts the focus from achieving enlightenment to simply embodying it in every moment of the practice. So, the spiritual dimensions of Zazen, enlightenment and Satori, these are the ultimate aims of Zazen. The ultimate aim is enlightened awareness, often referred to as Satori in Zen. Satori is a sudden, profound realization of one's true nature and the nature of reality. It's an experience of awakening that transforms ordinary perception and cognition, bringing a direct non-conceptual understanding of the interconnectedness and the impermanence of all things. So, Satori is not an end goal, but it is a deepening process. Now, each moment of Zazen is a potential gateway to awakening. And this understanding aligns with the Zen view that enlightenment, or enlightened awareness, is not a distant future event, but rather is a present reality to be realised here and now. And it is Zen that provides the conditions for this realisation, allowing practitioners to glimpse their true nature beyond the veil of ignorance and delusion. So, compassion and the bodhisattva vow is a profound aspect of this particular spiritual journey in Zazen. And it is the cultivation of compassion itself. As practitioners begin to realise their interconnectedness with all beings, a natural sense of compassion tends to arise. Now, this compassion is not sentimental, but but it's rooted in the understanding that the suffering of others is inseparable from one's own suffering. And in Zen, this compassion is expressed through what we call the Bodhisattva vow. Our Bodhisattva vow is a commitment to attain enlightenment for the sake of all beings. And the practice of Zazen is seen as a Bodhisattva practice, where one's personal awakening is intrinsically linked to the liberation of others. In each moment of sitting, and each moment of sitting is an act of compassion, contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. And it's the spiritual insights that are gained in Zazen. They are not confined to the meditation cushion, but they tend to permeate all aspects of life. And Zen emphasises the seamless integration of meditation and daily activities, where every action becomes an expression of mindfulness and presence. Expression of mindfulness and expression of presence. This integration is known as bringing Zazen into everyday life. And through regular practice, the qualities cultivated in Zazen, such as mindfulness, compassion, non-attachment, they begin to manifest in our daily interactions and our daily decisions. And practitioners learn to approach each moment, each day, with the same openness and awareness that they do in their meditation. And this is transforming ordinary activities into an opportunity for us to turn into a spiritual practice. But there are many challenges and many misconceptions about Zazen. Like any profound practice, or any profound spiritual practice, is often misunderstood. One common misconception is that Zazen is solely a technique for stress reduction or relaxation. While these benefits may arise, they are simply secondary. They are secondary to the primary purpose of spiritual awakening. So Zen is not about escaping from reality. Zazen is about facing it directly and fully. Another misconception is that Zazen requires the elimination of thoughts. In reality, thoughts are a natural part of the practice. The aim is not to suppress thoughts, but to observe them without attachment, simply allowing them to come and go like clouds in the sky. And it's this approach that cultivates a deeper awareness and within us a greater sense of equanimity. Now, the practice is not without challenges, especially for beginners. The physical discomfort of sitting for extended periods of time, the restless monkey mind, the frustration of seemingly little progress, these can all become obstacles. However, these challenges are an integral part of the practice, as they tend to provide opportunities for us to cultivate patience, perseverance, and maybe even self-compassion. Now, many of us teachers, we emphasise the importance of Sangha, the community of practitioners, particularly in supporting one's practice. It's this collective energy and shared commitment of the Sangha that can provide encouragement and guidance, helping individuals to navigate the challenges of Zazen itself, the challenges of the practice. So, to recap a little bit, Zazen meditation is a profound spiritual practice that transcends mere technique. And it offers a direct path to awakening and self-realization. And it's rooted in the teachings of the Buddha and developed through the lineages of Zen masters. And it's this Zazen that embodies the essence of non-duality, emptiness, and of the true self. And it's through this disciplined practice that practitioners can experience the interconnectedness of all life and learn to cultivate compassion and integrate these spiritual insights into their daily lives. And it's the spiritual aspect of Zazen that lies in its ability to reveal the true nature of reality, and also with one's place within that reality. It's a journey of awakening, where each moment of sitting becomes an expression of awareness, an expression of enlightened understanding itself. And despite the challenges and the misconceptions, Zazen remains a timeless practice, offering a beacon of clarity and peace in a seemingly complex and often chaotic world. As practitioners continue to sit, they contribute to the collective awakening of humanity, embodying the Bodhisattva vow to simply alleviate suffering in others and to help bring about a more compassionate and harmonious world.